so I get to go first. So I'm just going to read this and try not to think about it too much because I want to maintain my composure. My dear mother, I've known her all my life. She was honest. She said what she thought from what I could tell. She never held back from letting me know if I'd done something wrong. And she always supported me and gave credit when she felt it was deserved. For instance, she said more than once, I was a good driver. And she said Kevin was a good husband, kind, gentle, and thoughtful. He was. He is. He was to her, and he is to me. She always showed genuine concern if I wasn't feeling well. In 2020, I drove from Virginia to Pennsylvania. This is during the time of COVID, to be with her in her little apartment. Along the way, I managed to acquire a bug, so instead of helping her, I was sick on the couch. So I felt pretty bad about that, but she got up and she moved around the apartment like she always did, in the kitchen, fixing things. She'd bring me ginger ale, and she'd bring me orange juice, and she'd bring me medicine. And as she had always done, she was taking care of her child. She always wanted to help however she could. So she moved to Virginia at the age of 95, which must have been a big adjustment. She did well. She made new friends and a new church family, but she still missed her friends in Pennsylvania. She was always thinking of them. She wanted to make phone calls, which she couldn't do on her own, so when I say she wanted to, so I helped her. She remembered birthdays and wanted to send birthday cards to her friends. She always wanted to go to church. We all laughed about how whatever was going on, she always knew it was Sunday, and she was the first one up and ready. She gave us no excuse to miss a Sunday. Thanks to Lori Fetzer and Ed Fear, she was able to continue attending Bible study on most Wednesday evenings, thanks also to technology, so that was wonderful. She stayed in touch with her Bible study friends. We did lots of things together while she was with us in Virginia. For an elderly woman, she always had energy and desire to do things. She didn't want to just be lazy. She wanted to be productive. If I ask her, Mom, do you want to go, just fill in the blank with wherever I might have had the idea to go. I didn't have to finish the sentence, and she had her purse and her sunglasses, and she was heading for the door. And if I wasn't quite ready, she'd turn and look at me and said, I thought we were going somewhere. She was also always ready to fix a meal. She always said, you want a salad? And we'd always say, yes, if you fix it, we'll eat it. Or if a holiday was coming up, she was ready to plan a family meal for Kevin's family and whoever else might be there. Even after several health setbacks, she took part in exercise 3 times a week so she could be independent and walk on her own. Her trainer, Steve, would say at the end of a session, do you want dessert now? And what he meant by that is she liked to practice going up and down the stairs in her house so that she could do it on her own. And she always said, yes. She also always dressed nicely, which I was proud of her. She always, if we were going out or someone was coming in, she always put on her jewelry and her perfume and her lipstick, and people often commented to me that she did not look her age. When we were younger, she always liked to plan and take trips. And over the years as a family, we enjoyed many trips together, which we have fond memories of. And we took several RV trips. And I remember, I think it was Philip on one of those commented, who would have thought an 80-something-year-old mother would take her 4 50-something-year-old kids on an RV trip? Thanks to my husband's initiative, while she was living with us, we were able to enjoy frequent outings with her. We took her to symphonies and art galleries and grocery shopping, baseball games, or just a walk around the block. She enjoyed it all. I'm grateful for how she and Dad raised us, for the safety of the neighborhood and comfort and fun of family, for always making church a priority. We always knew they had our best interests at heart. Together, they were a great example of a loving couple and devoted parents. They were equally concerned about friends and neighbors. Mom was always thinking of others, often making or donating things for people in need. A friend once pointed out that when she was in her 80s, she was making blankets for people in nursing homes, many of whom were younger than her. I'm grateful she was able to stay with Kevin and me the last few years of her life, and that my siblings were able to come and stay for periods of time. Alan called her house the commune, which always made me laugh. There were difficult times, but having her there where we knew she was safe and with family was most important. She lived a good life, and I thank the Lord for her.